And so a lot of people are looking ahead to the forecast here this week.
Yeah, I mean, right now the focus locally is fog. Going down the road, there's going to be a transition from above average to much below average temperatures.
Nice.
Will that carve out a storm system later this week? That is to be determined. Let's take care of business for today. Our average high, by the way, 48. We're already above that number when you step out the door. We're at 41. We make it close to 50. This despite we're not going to have really much sun at all today, if any. And we've switched live Doppler 13 radar over to a very sensitive mode to pick up on these fine droplets that are coming down from the sky. It's drizzle and fog, and you can kind of see it spreading toward the northeast. So if you're out the door in Martinsville or Greenwood, Franklin, Edinburgh, it's going to be just this really light mist, and enough that, you know, you may actually need the raincoat here early this morning. Not going to be heavy, but it is going to be steady, it looks like, for a couple of hours at least. Notice the visibility starting to drop down to 2.5 miles in Indy. We may get some pockets where it gets closer to a half mile. We're at 41. I mentioned that. 37 Richmond, 36 in Anderson. So we don't have to worry about any frozen roads or anything like that, but you do have to worry about this. The visibility is going to be pretty low. Here's another vantage point from a higher camera, and it's in the low cloud deck right now. So we'll call it damp. Areas of drizzle and fog here this morning. That means temperatures don't jump much, but eventually later today we'll get just enough clearing with this drizzle. We'll keep it cloudy, however, but we're still pushing almost 50 for a high this afternoon, above average temperatures here. And these will occur between about 3 and 5 p.m., so almost 10 degrees above the mark. Tomorrow, a brighter day, much brighter, and as a result, it's going to be warmer, too. We're going to push about 55 for the high on Tuesday. Early in the week, there's no big storm systems across the country if you have some travel plans. Now, some fog this time of year can certainly slow you down. There's a little system there. Later this week, and there's still a lot of uncertainty on how this is going to evolve, we feel pretty confident on Friday. We're pushing almost 60 for a high. Comes with rain, possibly some thunderstorms. We are going to transition to a colder setup here, but the questions that we just can't answer right now is how fast and how far south does this cold air get? And will there be a storm developing along the front, and where exactly will that be? Those are questions we have to wait to answer. But we want you to let you know there may be some travel issues later this week going into the weekend here, and we'll keep you posted. Otherwise, our 7-day forecast now takes us into Christmas Eve day. And there's still some hope. I know a lot of folks want a white Christmas here. Well, there's still a chance that we could have some snow. It may be light, but maybe a little bit more than that. We just have to kind of wait on the location of the front. And sometimes the cold air gets in quick enough that it shoves everything south, and you don't get a storm system developing on it.